Today, what I'd like to talk to you about is something my team and I are really passionate about, and that is you got to build a culture of deep listening. It's such a key component of building a dynamic organization. See, our clients say to us, well, what do you mean by deep listening? And we say, if you really want to strategically differentiate yourself in today's marketplace, it's very crowded, it's very dynamic, it's fast-paced and changing. If you're not listening, you will not catch those opportunities. So there's three components we got to look at. We're only going to look at one today, but the three components of deep listening. First one is listening to self. And what I mean by that is, do you trust your intuition? See, so many senior leaders, they're making major decisions. We're buying, we're selling, we're hiring, firing, we're opening up new markets. And they say, well, I need more information, I need more time. But you don't get more time or information. So can you trust your intuition? That's one. Two, are you listening to your people? And three, have you developed a listening learning strategy to the marketplace? And what I mean by marketplace, your clients, your potential clients, and your non-clients. Non-clients meaning people that know you, but they'll never use you. So what I want to talk about, what is a deep listening learning strategy? Well, let me share with you a story. A couple weeks ago, I was in the bank doing some business, and the teller said, kind of a unique name, what does Awesome Journey do? I said, well, Awesome Journey is a company that specializes in awakening people to their leadership potential so that they can build dynamic organizations. Oh, that's cool. How do you do that? I said, well, we have three things we offer. One-on-one leadership coaching, leadership development training, and strategic planning. So then we had a slight conversation on strategic planning, and I asked him a question. I said, you're a teller, you're communicating with clients every day. I said, has your CEO ever sat down with all of the tellers in your company? I said, how many tellers in your bank? He says, in Calgary, in the Calgary area, he says about 100. I said, so you guys are getting all this information from clients every day. Has he ever sat down and said to you, what are you guys hearing and learning from our clients? And he said, we've never had that. I said, so you're hearing what the client cares about, you're hearing what the client's concerns are, and you're hearing what the client's complaints are. And he's never asking you that. So how can a CEO truly build a strategic plan that differentiates them and their organization in the marketplace if you're not listening to what the frontline people are hearing from the clients? He goes, wow, that's like revolutionary. I say, well, that's what most of my clients say when we ask. So how do you build a listening learning strategy such that you're getting quality information to be able to support your strategy, to be agile, to adjust, to learn, to innovate, to move your business forward? Because you don't want to wake up and be like a Blockbuster or wake up and be like a Smith Corona. Smith Corona in the 80s was doing north of $1 billion in typewriters a year. They had the first computer division out there. And their CEO said, it's losing money, shut it down. He wasn't listening. And 5 years later, Smith Corona went bankrupt. So how do you build a listening learning strategy to your organization? I say there's 5 components. First component is map your complete client service experience. Right from the time they touch your organization, whether it's through social media or through reception, whatever, where that first touch point that they hear about your organization, to where they hire your organization, to where the project is finished and the last invoice is sent. Map that complete client service experience. 2 is figure out the key touch points of where we should be listening to our client in that total client service experience. And then the third component is now create the questions that we want to be asking so that the key touch point people know what they're asking, what they're listening for, to what the client's going to give them. So right from the CEO down to the frontline, your frontline operations people, your sales people, your marketing people, your online, every component of your business, everybody needs to be listening and learning for what the client's giving us. What are we listening for? We're listening for what they care about. We're listening for what their concerns are, and we're listening for their complaints. And we need to build questions to listen for those. The fourth component, we need to then assign people to go out there and ask those questions to their counterparts, CEO to CEO, sales manager to sales manager, accounting to accounting, everybody in the organization. And then the last component is we've got to build a listening, capturing strategy. Meaning, we've got to capture all that data so that we can turn it into information, so that we can start to spot trends and patterns of where the market's going, so that we can adjust and adapt, create new products and services, be innovative to bring it to the marketplace, such that we can continue to move forward and be a sustainable organization. So I challenge you, think seriously, take some time, and think about, do we really have a listening learning strategy in our organization such that we're listening to the market and bringing it in to our organization such that we can differentiate ourselves and allow our company to move forward? Thank you.